What's your favorite thing to do with your friends? Maybe we can pause the video and you guys can yell out some answers. A comedian from the 1960s used to do a series of jokes about commercials. One commercial he did in his act was for a mouthwash. A man walked up to his boss and said, "Boss, you can fire me, but you have bad breath." The boss looks back at his employee and says, "You're fired, Anderson." And I think we can all agree that none of us like being told we're wrong. We don't like being told we can't do things. We don't like being told we shouldn't do things. And we especially don't like being told we're doing things the wrong way. That said, when someone we love and trust and respect tells us these things, we tend to listen a little more. A good coach can convince a player to hold the bat differently or change their throwing motion. A respected teacher can convince us to try a new technique when we paint or draw. Even a good friend can get our attention and make us rethink things when they say, maybe you shouldn't do that. And there's a word that describes friends who help their friends to follow Christ and do the right thing. That word is accountability. So accountability means helping other people hold up to a standard that God has set for us. God wants us to have friends who will remind us to obey God and also tell us when we've stepped over the line. God also wants us to be bold enough to do the same for our friends. So today's sidekick story is about a truly bold friend of King David. His name was Nathan, and he was a prophet, a man who delivered messages from the Lord. God asked Nathan to go and see the king and tell him he had committed a sin. So like the employee telling the boss about his bad breath, this was no easy task, but Nathan shows us just how important accountability is to God. All right, in class, read 2 Samuel 12, or perhaps watch a video. 2 Samuel 12.